My next guest is part of the Hollywood Golden Age. He made over 100 movies, one of my own favorites. His name happens to be O'Connor, and I'm delighted to welcome on his birthday, Donald O'Connor. Well, I saw you briefly. You were over in London doing the Sammy Davis tribute.
That's right, at Prince Albert Hall, right?
You must have been thrilled with that reception. I mean, there were a lot of surprises that night. A lot of big stars walked on, and they mentioned your name, and they went mad.
Well, it was pretty exciting, but we legends, we get big applause now.
Listen, you worked for Marilyn Monroe?
Yes, I sure did.
That must be tough going to work every day knowing you're going to see Marilyn Monroe.
It's tough. It really is. Because I was working with Francis the Mule at that time.
Which gave you the biggest kick?
Well, but I tell you, I do a number in there called In No Business Like Show Business, Man Chases a Girl. And just before that, I kissed Marilyn for the first time. So everyone from all over the lot came over to see me kiss her, and they wanted to see my reaction and everything, And I got so nervous and everything, I kissed her as fast as I could and then got into the number. It was just...
Look, I've only ever been kissed once, because, in television you don't get to kiss many people. But I did a series years ago here on the Kraft musical in the 70s, and Diane Cannon was on that show. And we had to do a sketch where she'd got to kiss me, okay? Now, we kept going to rehearse it, and I was embarrassed, probably like you. I said, look, we'll do it on the day.
Right.
We'll do it on the day.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. And then when we finally got to kiss, Diane, she might be watching, Diane grabbed, and she kissed, and like really kissed, and my toes curled up. Yeah, it was fun.
You interlocked.
Yeah, I got a free perm. My hair went curly.
Well, you see, I got so damn nervous because everyone was watching, and all the producers and actors, writers and everything came over to see me kiss Marilyn. And my lips started to go real funny, and I couldn't find her lips when I had to kiss her. So anyway, it was...
Was she as lovely as she seemed?
She was. She was a consummate performer. She had a fear of getting in front of the camera.
Really?
That was the only hang-up with Marilyn. Everyone misinterpreted this. Of course, starting at that time, she was just starting out. She hadn't become the big Marilyn Monroe star. But she still had this fear about her getting in front of the camera.
Well, this is something brand new. I mean, everybody says that she loved the camera loved her.
Oh, she did, but she was afraid. She had this innate fear. And she'd do everything in the world not to get there to work. And so she'd fiddle around with her hair and so forth. Everyone misinterpreted this as she having a big head, swell head, being a big star. But it wasn't that at all.
Couldn't do an interview with you and not talk about Gene Kelly. Was he easy to get along with?
Oh, Gene is the most marvelous guy in the world. He's got a weird sense of humor. He thinks I'm funny. But, he's a great dancer.
Singing in the Rain, did that take long to stage? I mean...
Well, I was on. It's the longest picture I've ever been on. It was 9 months.
What about that splash thing that he did? And then, of course, you did Make 'Em Laugh. And, that was a wonderful thing. How did that come about, Make 'Em Laugh?
Make 'Em Laugh. They didn't have a number for me in the movie. And Roger Eden came in with this thing, Make 'Em Laugh. And Kelly was busy, and he said, why don't you take the girls, his assistants at that time, Jeannie Coyne, who we married later, and Carol Haney, and said, why don't you take the pianist in there and see what you can come up with? So they also thought I was a funny guy, so they'd play a couple of bars, and I'd do a pratfall, and they'd laugh, and I said, well, write that down. So I started doing stuff, or whatever they laughed at the most, that's the way the number came about, and then we put it into form.
We asked Gene Kelly to come along. We're going to surprise you. But he's on a honeymoon, would you believe, with a new wife.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. I think, that's grand.
Well, I'm glad you're here, because just sitting talking to you, I mean, I can't tell you, it's a lovely thing. And it's your birthday today.
Yes,
We've got a little surprise for you.
Have you really?
We've got a cake for you.
Oh,
Come
my
in.
God.
Bring out the cake. We've got a cake for you.
A cake?
A cake. Hold on. Whoa.
Oh, that is...
All the lights.
Lovely.
All the lights, we've got 2 on. Yeah, well, you got to put it there.
Isn't that
There's
wonderful?
still 2 going. It's a big one.
Is Debbie Reynolds going to come out of there?
Happy birthday to Donald.
Thank you, Colin.
Get on your piano. We should sing this. Hey,
Gee, this is beautiful.
Can you blow?
I'll blow this out, all right? There we go.
There you go. That's good. The lungs are working. That's a beauty, isn't it?
I made a little wish. I just made a wish that we could all be together here next year at the same time.
Well, that'd be lovely.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be. Let's tap. It's a new video Donald's got. And you're still tapping, aren't you?
Oh, sure. I still go out on the road and I tap a little bit. I don't jump as high, but I'm shifty. And this is a tap tape I made. I figured I learned a couple of steps, and it was about time to teach other people. It's a lot of fun.
Well, if you don't give me this, I'll go out and buy it. But
All right.
I'll put it all together. Listen.
I'd rather you buy it.
Get the royalties. Still ticking, eh, Donald? Listen.
Even after
Come
40.
here a minute, Donald. Well, do a little bit of stock here.
All right.
We've thrown this at Donald on the day.
We're gonna
If
have a
we
little
don't finish together, I'll meet you at the bus station.
Very
All right,
good.
music. Let's see what we can do here. You'll know this. I'll start. Make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh.
Sounds familiar.
Don't you know all the world wants to laugh?
My dad said, be an actor, my son, but be a comical one.
They'll be standing in line
Sing it, sing
for
it.
that old honky shine.
Now you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite.
Tell me more, boy.
You could charm the critics and have nothing to eat.
I want to hear more.
Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Come on, sing. Now you can study Shakespeare and be quite elite.
You could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Happy birthday, Donald.
Thank you, thank you, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Donald O'Connor, thank you, Donald. Thank you very much. Donald O'Connor, ladies and gentlemen.
So wonderful. 1 minute.
Right. Thank you. Now then.